is not busyness. Just imagine if your business was like a Formula One pit team, those that change tires, refuel, etc., etc. How successful do you think you would be? Would you be the team manager, calming, orchestrating your things around the events and from the safety of the pit wall, trying to guide others and lead others? Or would you be the one running around doing every job to make sure it is really done well, getting in everybody's way, but feeling really good because you are busy helping out, with the end result that the car goes out late and with only 3 wheels? So, one of the biggest problems for business owners is that we convince ourselves that being busy is what business is all about. Am I right? And that as long as we are giving out our everything, there's not much else that we can do. While we all know that we need to work smarter rather than harder, the reality is that the life always throws us curveballs, they're not straight balls, and we end up reacting to the environment we find ourselves in and going back to our old ways. So the reason for this stems from why we got into business in the first place. Okay, when we're starting a business, there's a real buzz from getting things off the ground. Everything is new and exciting, and the dreams that you set off with are still really clear in your mind. It's not the law of diminishing intent. At this stage, you have to work hard because there's nobody else to really do the things, and if you don't do it, it doesn't get done. Unfortunately, herein lies the rule of our future problems. When we are busy like this, we usually end up what? Running on high amounts of adrenaline. We are pumped up, working long hours, overcoming great challenges, and with every win we have, we make imprints in our subconscious mind, linking working hard with success. Now, these imprints are made deeper by the people we tend to meet. We are usually similar to those people, doing the same things and ending with the same results. Now, the downside is that we actually become what? Workaholics, just like an alcoholics. I want you to compare these two. We become addicted to the buzz that we get doing what we know is bad for us, and that the last person is to realize what is happening is the person with the problem. So if you are an alcoholic, what really do you do? The signs are quite similar, and if you need help to see them, ask somebody close to you, and to be honest with you, some of the more obvious ones of like an alcoholic and workaholic are you struggling to sleep at night because your mind does not stop, it's all the time chattering, getting stressed and losing your temper at relatively minutest of things, starting things and not finishing them at all, working late at night or at a weekend when those around you seem to be off enjoying themselves, finding yourself being occupied and not listening to other people. People are accusing of that, hey, you don't listen. Once you're aware that there is a problem, you then have to take the ownership of the situation. Do you think so? Now, there is no point in blaming anybody apart from yourself. You can't blame your team, the bank, the government, the economy, or your customers. Where you are is a direct result of your decisions and actions you have made right up to this point. Now, the good thing is that where you will be in the future will be a direct result of the decisions and actions you take now and in the future. Now, the only thing is you need to do as you have always done and get what you always got. You will try to you must try and do something different, otherwise the results are going to be the same. So when you're clear that you're in control and can take different actions, you will get a different result. Now, what actually you want to do is help yourself at your workaholism. The first thing you want to do is really be clear what sort of life you want to lead, how many hours a week or days per year you want to work, what will be your team to do, or what will you do, ask your team to do for you, instead of working all the time. Now, this is really very critically important, because if you don't have something you like better, you will always end up doing what you're doing now, even if deep down you hate it, and that's really sad. Now you know what you want. Decide the time scale. You want this to really flourish or realize, and plan out what needs to happen each quarter in order that you want to get there. So remember, it takes 21 times to create a good habit. And the longer you have been a workaholic, the longer it will take you to change your many bad habits. So finally, be honest with yourself and admit it. When you need help and you need it, please embrace it. Other people will see you fall back into your old busyness habits for sooner than you do. So go on, rev up your business, get yourself out of the pits and get out of busyness and start doing business. You want more help on this? Don't hesitate to call me or my team. This is Priscilla Kambata, changing lives of every committed business owner.